Mastering modal verbs, negative WH questions and passive voice. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our English learning series. Today, we're going to delve deeper into the world of English grammar by focusing on negative WH questions with modal verbs and passive voice. This may sound complicated, but don't worry. By the end of this video, you will have a much better understanding of this topic. Before we jump into negative WH questions with modal verbs and passive voice, let's quickly recap what we've learned so far. We know that modal verbs express things like possibility, necessity, permission, or ability. Examples of modal verbs include can, could, may, might, must, shall, should, will, and would. Passive voice, on the other hand, is used when the focus is on the action, not who or what is performing the action. Finally, WH questions are questions that begin with words like who, what, where, when, why, and how. So, how do we combine all these elements? Here's the basic structure. WH question word plus modal verb plus subject plus not plus be plus past participle plus rest of the question. Let's look at some examples. 1. Why shouldn't the cake be baked by Mom? 2. What can't this tool be used for? 3. Where mustn't the keys be placed? Remember, the subject here is the object of the action. Understanding when to use these forms is also crucial. Negative WH questions with modal verbs in passive voice are often used to express disbelief or surprise, or when the speaker expects the listener to agree with the negative statement. For instance, if I say, "Why shouldn't the dishes be washed by Peter?" I'm implying that I think Peter should wash the dishes and I expect you to agree. Now, let's put what we've learned into practice. Here are a few exercises for you. 1. Try to form a negative WH question using the modal verb, could. 2. Rewrite the following statement into a negative WH question in passive voice. The report must be read by the manager. 3. Imagine a situation where you'd naturally use a negative WH question with a modal verb in passive voice. Remember, the best way to improve your English is by consistently practicing. And that's a wrap on negative WH questions with modal verbs in passive voice. Remember, English grammar may seem tricky at times, but with a little bit of practice and patience, you'll become a pro in no time. I hope you found this lesson helpful. Keep practicing and we'll see you in the next video.